stay put, lads. I'll come back to you. Police liaison called it in. Tactical night manoeuvres. Lance Corporal Mervyn Rogers.
Lance Corporal and recruit training?
No. No, he wasn't part of the exercise. He just got in the way, unfortunately. Apparently, it was an accident.
He's wearing civvies, so he's off duty. And Christ, he's just a kid.
And killed only a few hundred yards from home. What was the target, Charlie? Right. Damn near impossible to tell who fired the fatal shot. All right. Well, now there's no exit wound. Mm-hmm. Single entrance wound in the anterior chest. There's no evidence of sooting or gunpowder tattooing. He was shot from a distance. It looks pretty straightforward. According to the recruits, he died a few minutes after midnight. His family have been informed.
Right. I think they might be able to use some of your bedside manner.
He must have been out running. He used to do that when he couldn't sleep.
You'll stay here until your Ben gets home, all right?
Ben, your husband.
He's away on a training op.
Mrs. Rogers, I know how hard this must be for you. Please know, you have our deepest sympathies.
Yes. It's best you rest for a few days. If there's anything we can do, anything at all, don't hesitate to ask.
I'll organise her leave from payroll. I run the admin office on base. Daisy lives next door.
I just want to know why this happened to my son.
Can't believe that took all night.
That's the military, Charlie. That is the military. Accidentally shot. By one of his own, no less.
Still, he followed the book to the letter, though. Safety officers at hand. They notified the military police. Nothing else anyone could have done.
Bloody hell!
Where do you think you're going? Give me your keys. Do you even have a license? Stand there. Walter Johns, West Ballarat. All right, Walter. That's dangerous driving. Driving in excess of 35 miles an hour, above the posted speed limit. No rego plates.
Charlie?
Stay there.
Look.
Meeting a girl after work.
What time was this?
Around 11:30.
And then?
I rode my bike. Took the scenic route through a paddock. Some idiot left his car running.
So you stole it?
Yeah. Thought it'd impress her. Turned up in a nice car.
So you spend the rest of the night joyriding, do you? Tell me, Walter, what line of work you in?
I'm a logger.
Logger? Right. So this then? Much need for a bayonet and Your line of work?
Where was...
We found it, Walter, in your car.
Well, it's not mine.
Then you tell us whose it is then.
I don't know. The car? Whatever you found in it wasn't me. Check the rego.
Walter, that doesn't mean you didn't commit the crime. Just means you stole someone's car to commit the crime.
Are you having a lend?
Tell me about the paddock where you found the car.
Gunstown. Off Old Melbourne Road.
This would be where the car was when it stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still searching for the owner. No luck as yet.
The car was left running, and someone was trying to dispose of a body. I mean...
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't choose here.
Bloody hell, you'd be digging for days. And another thing, this bicycle Walter claims he was riding.
I know. No sign of it.
Good. You're here.
Good morning, Alice.
This rug.
Alice, call me old-fashioned. Out of respect, don't you think we should start with the body first?
Why? He's not going to get any more dead. From this amount of blood, the police are aware that someone has died. The size of the red blood cells and absence of any nucleation suggest it's human.
Yes, and trace evidence tells us someone was wrapped up in it.
Corpus delicti. Without a body, a certain amount of evidence is needed to prove possible murder.
Which, as of this moment, we don't have. Exsanguination goes on the report. Alice, look here. These burn marks seem quite fresh.
Perhaps the owner of the rug is a smoker.
Possibly. And the blood has congealed down here.
I'll perform blood typing and toxicology tests. Now, you're Corporal Rogers.
Ah.
The bullet missed the heart, but clipped the aorta above the valve. Most of the bleeding was internal.
So, the bullet hits his left side as he's running. Interesting.
I'll run his bloods too, then, shall I?
Yes. Alice, look here. There's a smear of blood across the right shoulder, well away from the wound.
Perhaps his hands were bloody and he touched his shirt. There's one more thing.
Yes?
The bayonet you found in the car.
Ah. I see. At some point, this bayonet, which our boy in lockup says wasn't his, was in fact covered in blood.
Well, no surprises there. What about Rogers? Anything we can give their investigating officer?
Nothing much at this stage. However, we can tell him the boy was sober.
Get the feeling the department was wishing he wasn't.
Yes, it would certainly clear the military of any wrongdoing.
The Army has asked for a full report.
Come.
Major?
You must be the Chief Superintendent. Major Derek Alderton.
Frank Carlisle.
And Lucian. Trip to Ballarat wouldn't be complete.
Derek, it's been a while.
Take a seat.
Thank you. Autopsy report on Corporal Rogers.
Was he drunk?
No.
Well, that's a pity. So all he was guilty of was being stupid enough to run in front of a live fire exercise.
Well, stupidity is not something we can test for.
Already have. Enter.
Corporal Rogers' uniform, sir?
Thank you, Kelly.
So, a midnight training exercise.
Well, you both know the object is to simulate an emergency scenario.
Well, it worked.
Unlike your safety procedures.
I'm writing a report. You're welcome to read it once it's complete. Look, let's be frank, gentlemen. This was just a mistake, an accident, pure and simple.
And the possible safety breach?
We'll explore thoroughly. Right now, the Army's main priority is men and material, limiting damage to morale. Which is why I'm here. That and to check current procedures. Make sure this never happens again. Let's assume I know how to proceed. Oh, it's such a pity, isn't it? All that potential gone to waste.
So you two?
Yes, we served together.
So he's a mate of yours then?
Not anymore.
Yes, I can see why.
Jean, it's me. I'm sorry. I'm heading straight back out again. Just dropping my bag off.
Yes, I know. She'll be hungry. Eileen.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Yes, it is. You know, it didn't feel like home when I came back. Not at first. But now...
Now you can't imagine living anywhere else, can you? Roast beef and tomato chutney. Your favorite.
Well, some things never change.
Jean, she knows you well. I thought that I would see you for breakfast, but she told me that you were with the police again this morning.
Yes. Yes, we're looking into a missing person case.
I didn't ever think that you would dedicate yourself to anything more than you did the army. It's all right, Lucien. I understand. What you're doing is important.
And so are you.
All these years. I was afraid that... No, it...
What? Meaning it's all right. Afraid of what?
I was afraid you'd forgotten me.
No. Never. Not for a single second.
Chutney.
Oh, dear. Hang on a moment. Yeah, allow me.
Thank you.
All right, Charlie. No one's telling us where this car came from. Perhaps it's time we ask the car itself.
Well, I don't really speak automobile, Doc.
That's very funny, Charlie. Now, there was a sticky substance on the rug, of course. I just assumed it was coagulated blood, but I think we'll find it is, in fact...
Pine.
Tree sap.
Well, that narrows it down. We're looking for a tree in Ballarat.
Hang on, Charlie. Young Walter works as a logger, does he not?
What do you think?
He might be able to help us find a pine needle in a haystack. What do you think?
What if it wasn't Walter Johns, Doc?
Well, Charlie, he was quite literally caught holding what we think could be a murder weapon.
Still, if it wasn't him, who else could it be?
Who else, indeed?
Well, whoever it was, Charlie, they've driven in here, continued down here, well, they've stopped here. And Charlie, would you say that's a drag mark?
Definitely.
Yes. And look, it continues along, down here, and ends at... Charlie.
late 20s. Rigor mortis has passed. No significant decomposition. Estimated time of death around 24 hours ago.
The edges of the wounds here and here, they're consistent with the triangular cross-sections on the bayonet. Her blood type matches what we found on the bayonet and on the rug as well.
Right. Anything else?
She had penicillin in her system.
Right. What were you being treated for?
Doctor?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a telephone number, and there's a name.
Yeah. Hey. Yes, hello. I was wondering, could I speak with Beverly, please? I see. Thank you. Yes, I'll call back in the morning. That was a cleaner. Apparently, everyone's gone home for the day.
Gone home? From where?
Ballarat Courier. Yeah. Let's ring him in the morning and find out who this Beverly is. In the meantime, we may already have a suspect in our Jane Doe case. He's the owner of the FX Holden.
Right.
Why don't you take the lead on this one, Davis?
Yes, sir.
Lieutenant Keith Marling Ellis, 9th CVR, Central Victorian Regiment.
Yes, you're stationed at the military base.
That's right. Is this about my stolen car? I'm hoping it hasn't been damaged at all. I put a lot of work into that vehicle.
Do you know this woman?
No.
Where were you last night?
Laverton, on training for the past week.
Lieutenant, it was your car that transported this woman's dead body to a nearby forest last night.
There's a group of us on base. We all share our cars. Share everything.
You're saying anyone could have easily taken off with it? Because when we found it, it had no rego plates, and the boot was covered top to bottom in blood.
I took the plates off last week so I could re-roll and re-chrome the bumpers. But I don't know anything about any blood.
Where were you between 9 o'clock and midnight last night, Lieutenant?
Finished rifle training, had dinner about 8, nightcap, went to sleep about 9:30, maybe 10.
Well, Laverton's only an hour and a half away.
What are you getting at, Sergeant? Actually, why am I talking to you and not to your superior officer?
All right then, Lieutenant. So you were in barracks?
No, a civilian house.
Not another soul around?
No.
So no one can vouch for you between 9 and midnight then?
No.
No. Didn't think so. Major.
Chief Superintendent. I believe you're holding one of my men.
We are. Lieutenant Keith Ellis. We were hoping with your permission we may see his service records.
I'm sure you would, but the answer is no.
We can lodge that request with the DOD.
You can, and the answer will still be no. You're questioning him over a civilian matter. When it becomes a matter for the military, then we can talk.
Derek, what brings you here?
I want Ellis released now.
Yes. But that's not really your call, is it?
Unfortunately, Major, I can hold Lieutenant Ellis for up to 24 hours without charge.
I'm well aware of what you can and can't do, Mr. Carlyle. But this...
This is a civilian matter. When it does become a matter for the military, well...
Chief Superintendent.
Major? Not going to be able to hold him off forever.
What other news from the day?
The woman's last meal, we examined the contents of her stomach.
Do we have to hear about that right now?
Well, you did ask, for what it's worth. A shiitake mushroom. Swallowed whole.
Well, the only Asian restaurant in Ballarat is the Golden Crown.
Mrs. Gladys Cook. She's a regular. How did this happen?
Oh, well, that's what we're trying to determine, Mr. Tan. When did you last see her?
The night before last. She ate quickly, said that she was meeting a friend.
Right. You seem to remember an awful lot about
I remember because I offered to drive her there.
I see. What time did you leave with her?
Around 9:30?
Mm-hmm. So you were close friends then?
I dropped her off. Then I drove straight back to work. My 12-year-old daughter came with us. She'll be at the restaurant after school, if you're planning on interrogating her too.
Sorry, Mr. Tan. Where exactly did you take her?
Seeing how the other half lived, Doctor.
Maybe. What exactly are the other half doing?
Payroll. She needed a distraction. I'd have thought you'd be with the others right now interrogating my husband.
You're Joyce.
Jealous, that's right. So, what do Keith do now? Something to do with that bloody car he loves so much?
His car wasn't borrowed this time, Mrs. Ellis. It was stolen. I'm guessing it's usually parked by your quarters?
Behind them, yes.
Oh, you didn't see anything, hear anything?
Not a thing.
Right. Mrs. Ellis, do you know a woman by the name of Gladys Cook?
Was that who you found in the forest?
Yes. Was she a friend?
She worked in the mailroom. I hadn't seen her since she left the base 6 months ago. None of us had. We all used to be quite close, and she and her husband, they're separated now. He took a posting interstate.
I see. Your husband, Keith, told the police he didn't know Gladys.
He would have lied because whatever he and Gladys got up to, we dealt with it.
I see.
You'll have to excuse me. We're all knocking off early today, meeting our husbands for a drink.
Of course. Mrs. Ellis, Joyce, one last thing, if I may. You help with recruiting women to work on the base, yes?
I do. Why do you ask?
We're looking for a woman by the name of Beverly.
Or Beverly Allison, maybe? She works in the laundry with Kelly.
Is she working today?
No, it's her day off.
Joyce, tell me, do you think you could possibly help me?
Lucian. Do you have a moment? So Maylin's alive. That war just keeps throwing us surprises, doesn't it?
Quite.
She enjoying Ballarat?
Well, she doesn't really know anyone here.
She knows you.
My wife was missing for longer than we were married, let's just say. I got used to my situation.
Well, now you don't have to. You should take some time off, Lucian. Instead of loitering around my base, harassing my staff.
I'm trying to find Beverly Allison.
Due back at work tomorrow, apparently.
She's a solid link to Gladys Cook, whose murder, I believe, is connected to your base somehow.
You remember the last time we saw each other? Men marching through the streets of Ballarat. Soldiers, all of whom were once part of something much bigger than themselves. All marching in unison, relying on the man next to them to keep them in line.
Yes. All blindly following orders, without ever stopping to consider the consequences.
You know, I'm beginning to see a bit of a pattern in you, Lucian.
How so?
You're hiding, aren't you? You've made a job for yourself, unraveling the mysteries of missing women.
Finding my wife was never a job. Derek.
Just a minute. Please come in. You didn't have to come all this way just to drop those off.
I wanted to say thank you and to return your plates.
They're the doctor's plates.
Yes, but I know how you take care of him. These things are important to you. And I wanted to tell you that I understand. I know how difficult my arrival must have been. He seems very happy here.
Well, you're his wife, and that's all there is to it.
So, Lucian told me that he and the police were investigating a missing woman.
Yes, they are. He spoke to you about that?
Yes, I think perhaps he just wanted to talk.
Yes. That sounds like him.
Thank you.
No need.
Excuse me?
Open bar. Mrs. Forsyth over there's insisted on paying for everyone.
How lovely. Thank you so much. I see the Chief Superintendent has released Keith Ellis, then?
Not before he got a confession out of him, though. He admitted that he was sleeping with the victim.
Yes, so I heard.
From who?
Mrs. Ellis.
Doctor, here to pay your respects.
Sergeant Davis and I are, yes.
That's very kind of you. I'm sure the family will appreciate it.
They're about to start. Doctor?
Mrs. Forsyth, thank you so much for the drinks. That's ever so generous of you.
You're quite welcome.
Mrs. Ellis there, Joyce, was quite close to Gladys Cook too, apparently, as were Daisy and Ben.
If I may, everybody, toast to Merv.
To Merv.
Merv.
I imagine that's Kelly's husband.
Yes, Daniel Forsyth. They all live on the base.
Are we sure that's Kelly's husband?
Yes. He seems quite, close with Mrs. Ellis, doesn't he?
Gentlemen?
Friend of the deceased, were you?
Something like that.
Like what, exactly?
A few days ago, I received a message at work. A woman claiming to have a story, something about the Ballarat Military Base. She left a number for me to call.
And?
And I've been calling non-stop, no answer. I figured if she was from the base, she might see me here, maybe approach me.
If this woman is so eager to talk, why do you suppose she's not answering the telephone?
People want to report something, they get nervous, they change their mind. It happens all the time.
Or she can't answer the telephone.
The woman who was murdered.
Gladys Cook lived on base 6 months ago.
You didn't think to bring any of this to the attention of the police.
Well, it wasn't a police matter until about 3 seconds ago.
I'm going to need that number. I'll check the phone book here. The number, please, Miss Anderson.
You know I'm not on the payroll at the station, right? I don't have to tell you anything.
Now. Thank you.
So what am I missing?
The night Merv Rogers died, he'd gone for a run around the base, yes? Nothing unusual according to his mother Daisy over there.
And?
He was wearing trousers and a smart shirt, not exactly running attire. And quite frankly, of all places to run and exercise on base, why there? Through trees in the dark, on uneven ground.
That's a good point. Do you want another?
I'd love one.
Hey! I'm not going to tell you again, you dickhead. Stop coming around the wrong side of the bar.
You followed me.
When you ducked out of the pub, I figured you were onto something.
You really shouldn't be out here doing this sort of thing alone.
I'm not alone, am I?
Listen, sometimes journalists think the story is more important than their own safety. It's not. Trust me, I know.
I'll be careful then. So what are we looking for, Nancy Drew?
Come on. It seems strange to me that Rogers was running so close to the fence. Bloody hell. The damn thing's been cut. Rose, he wasn't out for a late night run. He was running back onto base from the outside.
So what was Rogers doing outside the camp?
There's only one way to find out.
Where are you going?
Alderton doesn't want me on the base, and he doesn't want us seeing Ellis's service records. I'm going to find out why.
That's Army property.
Always lovely chatting with you, Rose.
Sir, I'm going to ask you to put your hands up and turn around.
There's really no need for that, Private. I have my identification right here in my jacket pocket. I'm Dr. Lucian Blake, Ballarat Police Surgeon. Now, let's say we lower that weapon of yours, hmm?
Lucian, where have you been?
Oh, I was just dealing with some paperwork.
The hospital called for you.
Oh, they did?
Yes. Alice has been in touch with Gladys Cook's current doctor. I wrote up the notes, they're on your desk.
Oh, thank you. Anything of interest?
Oh, Gladys presented with a venereal disease.
Ah, which explains the penicillin. Gladys's doctor is here in town?
Yes, he has her records dated back over a year.
I see. Now, why wouldn't she see the military doctor if she lived on base?
Lucy, could you... I just dropped a domino on there.
Oh. Ah, yes. Now, there we are.
Thank you. How are things at the base?
Jean, would you mind if I, just had a bit of a...
Not at all. I'm losing anyway.
Let's imagine, just for a moment, this domino represents Keith Ellis. Now, Joyce Ellis was, of course, intimate with her husband. Gladys Cook was having an affair with Keith.
She was?
Oh, yes. And we discovered just this afternoon that it's highly likely Joyce was, shall we say, quite familiar with a chap called Forsyth, Daniel Forsyth, who is an officer on base. Now, Daniel is married to Kelly. Kelly, it would appear, may well be involved with Ben Rogers. Ben, of course, is Daisy's husband. How do you like them apples?
So they were all stepping out together. How do they keep it from each other?
Maybe they don't.
Hang on. Are you telling me that...
Yes. I think they're a community of couples who, all enjoy each other's, shall we say, company consensually.
Right. So when Keith Ellis said that they share everything...
He meant it. And I think perhaps Gladys Cook and this Beverly woman are involved too.
Beverly Allison. We're off to interview her now.
Frank, promiscuity within the base poses a serious security problem for the military. Maybe that's why Alderton's here. And of course there's Corporal Rogers.
Who he knows connected to the hole in the fence that he found.
Yes. You know, I think we've been looking at this all wrong. These are the questions we should be asking. One, why was he sneaking back onto base so late at night? And two, what the hell was he doing outside in the first place?
Well, I think there's only one person I can ask right now.
You're suggesting that Rogers is involved in the death of Gladys Cook?
Rogers was sneaking back onto base through a hole in the fence the night Gladys Cook died. The vehicle that was dumped we now know belongs to Lieutenant Ellis.
And he managed to drive Ellis's car off the base without being seen.
I think he may have distracted the sentry on duty by throwing a rock through the window.
Kelly, we're after Beverly Allison.
She's not here today.
She should be. She clocked on at 8.
Oh, she went home sick.
Right, thank you.
We'll need to be informed when Beverly does return to work.
Your police surgeon was here yesterday, drinking on the job.
And?
And I believe it was Blake who found that hole in the wire before he was caught trespassing on military property. If he's found on this base again without my permission...
You'll have him arrested?
No. I may just have him shot. You deal with your men, Chief Superintendent, and I'll deal with mine. I tell you.
I'm actually here to find out a little bit more about Gladys Cook.
I figured it wasn't for the biscuits.
Yeah, I know you have a doctor here on base. Gladys chose to visit a doctor in town.
Yes.
Well, apparently, the last time the military doctor saw her, he recommended she see someone at the special clinic at Ballarat Hospital. He made that same recommendation to other women on base too.
Whatever happened to doctor-patient confidentiality?
No names were mentioned, Joyce. I'm assuming you're all presenting with the same symptoms. This is never easy to talk about, but this really needs to be addressed.
When Keith came home from Korea, he told me about this activity. Out there, they weren't too sure of a tomorrow, so the men would give their wives to fellow soldiers. That way, if anything should happen, there would always be someone to take care of us.
That's how it all started.
Didn't take long for it to become normal within our own little group.
It's a kind of love when love isn't around.
Yes. But you weren't happy with this, were you?
Of course we weren't happy with it. Every marriage comes at a cost, Dr. Blake.
That's very true. And Gladys was part of this.
Until she and her husband separated. We never saw her again after that.
The women confirmed they'd been indulging in partner swapping. Gladys was part of it.
And they just gave you this information, did they?
Well, I am a doctor. Updated autopsy report. Confirming the presence of Gladys Cook's blood on Merv Rogers' clothing.
Wow. Seems fairly cut and dried then.
Frank, I still don't think Merv killed Gladys. What was his motive?
Crime of passion, for one. Numerous sexual dalliances going on the base, and the victim's blood on his shirt. What more do you want?
Doc.
Yes.
A recruit came forward earlier saying they served Rogers at the officers' mess at 9:30.
9:30, Charlie. Let's think about this. Merv kills her, transports and buries the body, then makes his way back to base, all within
a couple of hours.
Really? 2 hours, start to finish. Now, let's say it took him half an hour to kill Gladys and drag her body to Ellis's car.
And drive off the base without being seen.
Exactly, let's go.
Right, Charlie. We know Corporal Rogers buried the body over there.
Well, how long would that take? Half an hour? An hour?
I'll meet you halfway, I'll say 45 minutes.
Well, that would mean he'd only have half an hour to get back to the base.
Exactly. Not looking very probable, is it? All right. He parks the car, gets out, looks for a suitable place to hide the evidence.
You leave the knife and the rug in the car, which is when Walter and his girlfriend steal it.
Yes. By now to be 11:45, there's a slim chance that if he ran back to base, and I mean ran, we might just make it in time.
But there's no way he'd find any time to clean up the scene of the crime after killing Gladys. So, either Rogers didn't do it,
or he wasn't working alone.
What happened?
I'm going to wash up. And right you are, Charlie. Well, Carlisle is about to posthumously charge Corporal Rogers with Gladys Cook's murder, but you know what? I don't think he killed her. Anyhow, I should wash up too.
How is Maylene?
Well, she's, you know, she's adjusting. She's never been anywhere quite like Ballarat before.
Must be so difficult for her.
Yes.
After everything that's happened. Must be awful to be so alone. And to be so dependent on people you barely know. Lucien?
Sorry, Jane. Something you said just now. These army wives, They say Gladys left their group. I'm starting to wonder. Look, her husband's gone. She has to move off base. She's all alone. Why would her friends just cut her off? Well, she'd be devastated.
Maybe Gladys is back on base to get revenge.
Maybe. Maybe she'd become a threat.
Does anyone else know about the promiscuity within the group?
Beverly Allison might.
The woman you can't find.
Lucian, officers have just got back from Beverly Allison's listed address. It's an empty block. They're checking for another address or a postal box.
Right. If Beverly knew Gladys, she could be in real danger. Have you checked the lieutenant's alibi or any of the other husbands?
Yes, they all check out, all except for Alice's. Still trying to find anyone that can confirm his story.
Right. Service records?
No, no luck yet. We have heard some scuttlebutt from a few men at the base, suggesting that the lieutenant has been warned before for roughing up women.
Charming.
They were also saying that Gladys Cook tried to enter the base several times a month or two ago. I'll give you one guess. The CO was who personally threw her out.
Keith Ellis. All of this officially makes Beverly a missing person, which, of course, is exactly what Gladys was until she wasn't. Frank, are these Ellis's license plates?
Charlie found them at the base. Why?
If he was so attached to his car, he might have come up with a playful nickname for it. Inspired by the registration plates.
Beverly.
I don't understand.
Mrs. Rogers, we believe Gladys Cook was killed here on the base, and Merv was enlisted to help remove the body.
Using Keith's car. Merv was familiar with it. He'd driven it before, isn't that right, Joyce?
What, you think that Gladys is my friend?
Was your friend, Mrs. Ellis. She was on the base that night because she was about to go to the courier with your group's little secret.
You know?
About your little arrangements, yes, we do.
But that's not what Gladys was going to report to the courier. You all wanted some kind of payback for what your husbands in the army had put you through. So, you created a female employee out of thin air. Gave her a job in the laundry. The laundry. Perfect. She'd rarely be seen, if at all. And of course, you pay her a wage.
But you did make one mistake. You named her after one thing your husband loved more than you. His car. Beverly.
Major Alderton, just thinking out loud here. Military funds missing?
Quite a substantial amount, actually.
Yes. Impossible to do on your own, but Daisy in payroll, Gladys in the mailroom, Kelly working in the laundry. It was easy enough to maintain the illusion. Beverly was just one of many created identities. And this brilliant idea was all yours, wasn't it, Mrs. Ellis?
Even if any of this was true, so I don't see how this proves I killed Gladys.
The rug used to transport Gladys's body had cigarette burns all over it.
Fine, except the rug I own, you're all standing on it.
The rug used to transport Gladys's body had circular imprints on it. Clearly, your lovely coffee table here has square legs. So, would you mind terribly if we had a look inside your place, Mrs. Rogers? What really happened, Daisy? When Merv arrived and saw that you'd killed Gladys.
No.
He was disciplined, well-trained. He would have sprung into action to try and help you.
Gladys came here because she was scared of Joyce. You all were. She was desperate. She probably thought, of all the women, she could talk to you. Of course, Gladys could ruin everything for all of you.
Please,
You argued. And then when she threatened you, you stabbed her to death. Right here, right where I'm standing now. The burn marks on the rug. Cigarettes? No. I think you burned whatever evidence Gladys brought with her that night.
Payroll ledgers. But they're gone. It's all gone.
But it's not, Daisy. This was delivered to the Ballarat Courier earlier today. Sent by a Beverly Allison. Gladys must have written up a copy and posted it to them before she came here.
Before she came here to ask for her share of the money. You see, this was never about the sex or the love. It was all about the money. Money and power. Taking back some sort of control in your lives. And your son was shot because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, Daisy. And he was only there because you implicated him in the murder of Gladys Cook.
I didn't mean to. I just want my son back.
I heard Daisy Rogers killed Gladys Cook.
Uh-huh.
So it's true?
Well, it sounds like you already know.
What was her motive? Does it have anything to do with why Mrs. Cook called me? You're not going to give me anything after I told you about the package she sent to the courier.
Which you opened up and read first. Why? So it all ends up in tomorrow's paper. You were right, you know?
About what?
You're not on the payroll at the station.
So she's confessed.
Yes, well, Joyce Ellis was the ringleader, but Daisy Rogers admitted to the rest. Now the army can focus their attention on what's really important on this whole disaster. The bloody paperwork.
Huh.
You ever miss it?
No. No, not anymore. You?
Not at all.
You know you're still going to have to deal with the top brass for a while longer, I'm afraid.
You do know he was in town before the incident. Major.
Gentlemen. Just thought I'd drop by to make sure we're all on the same page and to confirm that Corporal Rogers is to be posthumously charged.
Yes, he is. As an accessory to murder. Excuse me.
Thank you, Superintendent.
Derek, you already knew about the money laundering, didn't you?
We knew that funds were trickling out. We just didn't know how or by whom.
The police could have helped you.
And they did. No one had connected the money laundering to these three women until you came along.
Priceless. I was working for you the whole time.
You don't like it when things land in your lap, do you, Lucian? You prefer an obstacle. So I thought I'd throw you a little challenge.
Why are you really here, Derek?
Good afternoon, Lucian.
It's over?
Chief Superintendent Carlisle insisted I go home and relax.
Well, after all those late nights, I'm not surprised. Things can get back to normal now, I suppose.
Jean, I'm sorry if you've been feeling a bit in the dark with everything. Something of an understatement, I know. I want you to know you're not losing anything. I promise you. Maylin and I, it's just not the same as it was. It really isn't.
But a big part of it is that kind of love. It never really goes away, does it? And I want you to know I understand that. She's your priority now.